Well, hi Leos! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. For Leos, what can you expect coming up in your lives? Any advice from the universe is always welcome. For Leos, please. What can you expect coming up in your life? What do you need to know? Wow, they're coming out. I'm telling you. What do you need to know, Leos? Okay. In the order that they came out, I will put them down. For Leos, here you are as a strength card. Have your guard up for Leos. We actually have one extra card for the whole reading, which I will read. So, Leos, the Page of Swords. That surrounds your entire reading. You have your guard up. You're not swinging the sword, but you're looking for that truth. You're looking for that clarity. You're like hyper aware of what's being said, what's being done. It's in self-protection mode. So Leos, that's where you're at. And we're going to find out what's going on here with this. Page of Swords. Up here in your highest energy, you're protecting your pentacles. You want to build and you're focusing on security, stability, groundedness. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So, you're more than willing to work on commitment, groundedness, building for your future. This is where your head is at. And you're on guard about, are you the only one doing this? Are you the only one who is so focused on working towards the future? Oh, I don't know. Let's just keep reading. But that's, really where you're at. I have the Lovers. Wow, right above the Page of Swords and next to the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The Lovers, there's your guardian angels and spirit guides. They are trying to either hold you together or bring you together with a very strong soulmate. You may have been lovers in another life. That might be the strong connection, because there's a very strong connection with someone here. If you haven't met this person yet, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to bring them in. So, very, very strong. You're on guard, though, because you want to build the future. You're like, that's where your mind is. So, if you let somebody in, they need to also want to build a future. You have so much love you could offer. Look at that. Ace of Cups. You have this. You can hand it to this soulmate, very strong soulmate, that is coming in. Matter of fact, you probably will be handing it to them, because I think you've been hanging on to this because you've been focused on your future. You've been on guard about who you let come forward. And I think the universe, your guardian angels and spirit guides, they found just the one to bring towards you. You must have done something to deserve this. I have the Strength card under the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card for Leo, and this is your card, Leo. Look, you have the infinity symbol here. That is a symbol of intuition and knowing. So what this card is saying is that you will know what to do, and you will find the strength and the courage to do it. So, that might be in putting your sword down. That might be in, allowing yourself to trust somebody, because I feel like there's a kind of a lack of trust in letting somebody get too close to you. I have the Five of Wands. Oops. Boy, I really flipped that one out there, didn't I? Look, I needed the exercise anyway. So I have the Five of Wands next to the Page of Swords. It's under the Ace of Cups. And this is, mental struggles. This is being up in your head, confusion, stress, anxiety. And this comes to love because it's right under the Ace of Cups. And this is why your sword is up. You're not just swinging your sword all over the place, but your sword is up and you're hyper aware. of what is said and actions of people who try to get close to you. So, you're on guard. Like I said, I can't say that enough. And you have the stress and anxiety that goes through your mind when it comes to love. I have the Eight of Wands right under the Strength card. This is communication. I think this lover here, this very strong soulmate, is going to start with communication. This can be video chat. It can be texts, emails, phone calls, social media, which a lot of people are meeting people through. So this is back and forth. So something starts to happen, a conversation, getting to know each other, back and forth, back and forth. So that is what you need to do. That's what you're going to find the strength and the courage to do, is just actually communicate with somebody here and give them the benefit of the doubt. I have the Hierophant right next to the Eight of Wands and under the Page of Swords. You're going to talk about previous relationships. You're going to talk about previous marriages. But you'd be talking about what you both expect and are looking for in the future. So the Hierophant is a card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is about traditional values, traditional morals, about being grounded, secure, stable. This is a very spiritual card for marriage. So this is being next to all this communication, getting to know somebody, kind of letting your guard down a little bit so that you can get to know somebody, and coming out of your head about love a little bit here. I have the Three of Cups next to the Hierophant. When you meet this person, you're going to meet this person. You might already know them with this Three of Cups. It might actually be somebody that you already know that you're going to reconnect with. If not, when you do meet up with them, it's going to be a very happy meeting. It's going to be like, you're not going to want to part. It's like, say you meet for coffee, you're going to sit there for 3 hours talking before you even part each other's ways. Very, very happy. There's a lot of joy associated with this card. This could be meeting in a public place where people are enjoying themselves. Either that, or you already know this person and you're reconnecting with them. Let's take out the second part of this reading. Oh, goodness. Always say that when the Judgment card comes out, because it's not easy. Okay. So, in the end, I'll take an angel card. Right there. There's the extra card. Okay, I have the Page of Cups right next to the Ace of Cups. This is what you're used to getting. This is what you're on guard about. I have the Knight of Swords rushing right towards the Page of Cups. You've been getting these half-full cups of love. That's why you're so on guard. And you're taking action to seek the truth, to seek the clarity about not letting one of these immature love offers come into your life. That's got a fish in it. So this can be a card for Pisces just because of the fish that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. You are very much on guard, and you will swing that sword if you need to, if you see that this is a half full cup coming in. But see, that's just the frame of mind that you're in if this is your reading. This is a general reading that won't resonate with everybody. So if this is your reading, the frame of mind that you're in is, hey, if I figure out that you're just immature and you're half-hearted on, wanting a future and all this and that, you're out. I have the Full card next to the Knight of Swords. You're not going to enter this energy. I think you've entered it before. It's right above the Judgment card. I'm going to point that out right now. So the Fool is like dancing along with your head in the clouds. I don't care how cute they are. I don't care, what kind of car they drive or whatever. You are not going to get into the Fool's energy. You are going to make sure that they are the right person for you before you hand out your cup of love. This is dancing along, living in the moment, throwing caution to the wind. It's like having your head in the clouds. But you always come to the edge of the cliff, or somebody does, and then the relationship falls apart, and that's because of the Page of Cups. Just not noticing that there's something else in the cup that supersedes love. So, you are on guard, and you will cut out anybody who comes forward. That's your frame of mind. Anybody who comes forward who doesn't have everything that you want to offer. As soon as you notice that this is not it, they're gone. You're not going to hang in there and just, get hurt all the more later. So I have the Magician under the Page of Cups and next to the Five of Wands. There's that infinity symbol again, the symbol of intuition and knowing. You have all the tools to manifest just what it is that you want. And did you know you're manifesting it? That's what you're doing by holding out, by focusing on you and your own, what you want, by keeping focused on what you want. You're manifesting what you want to come in. It's right next to the Page of Pentacles. And there you are, again, looking at those pentacles. You're building them. You're thinking about your future. You want a future with someone. So you want it stable and solid, secure. And you want to make sure they're committable and available. You've been through it because I have the Judgment card right next to the Page of Pentacles and under the Fool's energy. So you've learned lessons. You've learned your spiritual lesson. They are so difficult to get through. But look at all these people waking up. Guardian angels blowing the horn down on you. And you get it. You get it now. That's why you're being so careful in moving forward. So usually when you learn a spiritual lesson, you are rewarded by the universe. So let's keep reading. Let's see if that comes up, and which it is. So, we know that there's a divine soulmate coming in. We know that there's going to be a lot of communication. You might already know them, or it'll just be a happy meeting when you meet them. You're heading towards the Ten of Cups. This is under the Magician. You are manifesting a relationship, a union between two people with lots of love, sunshine and rainbows, and equal exchange. 10 cups. There's children dancing. This is about union, family, love, joy. This is what you're manifesting. And now, since you learned your spiritual lesson, the universe is involved in helping you to do that. So the wheel is turning, and it's moving you towards a better wheel of fortune. And this is a pushing, a pulling, a whispering in your ear that's driving you to move forward. So, and it's probably driving this other person to move forward too. I feel like, with that guardian angels and spirit guides, I've got them twice here, and the universe. They really needed this to happen, I think, for you to be able to get to the place where you can accept this this soulmate. I have the Eight of Swords next to the Wheel of Fortune and under the Judgment card. This is part of your judgment. So you're learning to take the blindfolds off. You're learning to untie yourself and see the truth and the clarity that's all around you. You're not living in the Fool's energy. See, the Fool's on the other side of the Judgment card. You are not living in the Fool's energy anymore. So you've learned your lesson. You're breaking free. This is a card of illusion. You could have broken free, maybe a few relationships ago, but you are now. And the universe is helping you get past that. You learned your spiritual lesson. And I can't say this more, but this soulmate that's coming in is such a strong connection. Look at the 11. There's union between two people. And this card is filled with joy. It's filled with love, celebration. This is another card in the tarot deck for marriage. You're going to end up together for a very long time, very happily and very grounded. You're going to be able to work together towards your future, which is exactly what you're looking for. And this is your reward. Wow. Readings don't go past 6 months. So all this is going to at least begin within 6 months. It could have already started. So let me take out an angel card. Let's see what kind of advice they have or what they want you to know. Okay. For Leos, let's find out what it is that they would like you to know. Let me put glasses on. Find the right card for you, Leos. Look for that spot. I pulled out the of thought. You can pause and read this anytime you want, but I am going to read it to you. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. That is part of your, putting down your sword. Someone in your life now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. Now, that might be saying for those of you, you're going to reconnect with somebody who was not free before. They're now available and they're coming forth. My gosh, the thought. That's what your guardian angels and spirit guides want you to know. And Leos, thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.